Hello, and thank you for joining me in my kitchen and my very first YouTube video. So we'll see how this goes. I just started a channel and I think I called it Swedish Cooking Chronicles or Swedish Kitchen Chronicles. That's it, Swedish Kitchen Chronicles. The idea behind the channel is that it's going to be about Swedish cuisine, traditional Swedish cuisine, and not just meatballs. As we're in the middle of winter, I thought I would start with a fairly common winter dish. And this is a pot roast called Porterstek. I hope you enjoy it. It's a very traditional dish. My grandmother used to make it. She was born in 1899. So it's at least, I'm guessing, beginning of 19th century maybe? No, 20th century, I mean, of course, not 19th. Beginning of the 1900s anyway. It's fairly easy and it's a slow cook dish, so be prepared. It'll take you a couple of hours to make it. I don't know what else to say about it, but let's get started and we'll see how we get along. You will need about 1 to 1.5 kilos of, I think it's called chuck steak or chuck roll. That's about 2.5 to 3 pounds. This will normally feed about 6 to 8 people, I would guess. You're also going to need a bottle of porter style beer, 2 onions and 2 cloves of garlic, 1 deciliter of black currant cordial, undiluted, 3/4 of a deciliter of Chinese soy, 8 whole juniper berries, about 8 to 10 white peppercorns, about 2 teaspoons of dried thyme, 3 beef stock cubes. The beef stock cubes that we make are for like 5 deciliters of water to a cube. So if your cubes are a different size, you'll just have to figure it out. Then we're also going to need about 1.5 deciliters of heavy cream for the sauce. You may also want a thickening agent if the sauce is too thin. Now, I'm giving all of this in deciliters and not cups. I'm not sure. A deciliter is what? A deciliter is about 3.5 fluid ounces. Anyway, start by peeling and slicing the onions and the garlic. Then you're going to want a pot that's just big enough to hold the steak. We want a fairly tight fit. Pour the beer. I have a bottle that's, 5 deciliters? 2 cups, maybe? So you pour the beer, the cordial, and the soy sauce into the pot you're going to make the steak in. Add the onions and garlic, the pepper and juniper berries, the thyme, and the beef stock cubes. Bring the whole thing to a boil and then add the beef. Now this needs to slow simmer for about 90 minutes or until the temperature of the meat is 75 degrees Celsius, which is 170 Fahrenheit. Turn it a couple of times during cooking so that it cooks evenly. When the temperature of the meat has reached the 75 degrees Celsius, remove it from the heat and let the steak rest in the pot for about 20 minutes. Then take the meat out and wrap it in foil to keep it warm while you make the gravy. For the gravy, we need to strain the liquid into a saucepan. Add the cream and then heat it up to make gravy. If it's too thin, use some cornstarch or other thickening agent until it's as thick as you'd like it. Give it a taste and salt. Add salt if you need to and pepper. And then it's always a good idea to add about a teaspoon or so of the black currant jelly to the sauce. I forgot to mention the black currant jelly. You will need black currant jelly to serve with this dish. This dish is usually served with pickled cucumber, vegetable of your choice, Brussels sprouts is quite common, and potatoes, any way you'd like them. And it's also served with black currant jelly. So you need black currant jelly, gravy, pickled cucumbers, potatoes, and a vegetable. To make the pickled cucumber, we use white vinegar that is about 12% in strength and dilute it with about 1 deciliter of water. 2 tablespoons of vinegar to 1 deciliter of water. Stir in 2 tablespoons of sugar and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt and white pepper. Thinly slice the cucumber and add it to the mixture. Sprinkle generously with chopped parsley and let it sit in the marinade for at least an hour. Thinly slice the steak and serve it with the boiled or roasted potatoes, vegetable of your choice, the gravy, pickled cucumber, and blackcurrant jelly. Enjoy!